Inspired by
Motivation. Inspired by motivation.
Inspired by motivation.
Welcome to another episode of Talks with AQ. As you know, this is season 2, and if you've missed any of our prior episodes, please be sure to check them out on YouTube and all the other streaming platforms. We always have a segment where we discuss family connections. And if the last episode in season 1 was telling you anything enough, it was about Tripod Crew. But today, it is a super, super special guest. The mind behind the music that goes with AQ, the singer. And if you heard any of the songs that I've played, the Quarantine Jam, the 99 Ways, the Beauty Inside, then you know it comes from somewhere. And that guest is the one and only JONva from Infinity Z8 Entertainment. How you doing today?
Doing all right, AQ. How you doing, my nephew?
Doing great.
It's that family connection there. Great stuff, man. Great stuff.
Great stuff.
I'm happy to be here. Like I said, it's all good. And like I said, that's inspired by AQ. Love it, man. It inspires me every day, man. So get your feed and post, and you know what? It kind of sets the tone in my heart every day. So I just want to say thank you. Thank you for
you're welcome.
Sharing that with me. Thank you.
All right. So it Talks with AQ. We always try to go through with questions to help the viewer, and it helps the viewer get to know you. So first and foremost, who are you?
Who is JONva? Well, JONva is a musician. I'm a humanitarian. I'm a person about love, love and connection. Music to me has always been a passion from when I was 9 years old, playing the saxophone. And then from that point on, just continuing on with my passion and dream, and just realizing that, you got to let the flow go. And when I say let the flow go, it goes wherever it goes, but in a positive sense. And I've been happy and how things kind of came to fruition. And also all the support along the way from family. I don't consider friends to be friends. Friends are family who supported me on this journey, which brings us today. So I'm very happy about that. And like I said, I have my family is not only here in the United States, but I've been very blessed to have a global family, and this is what I'm very thankful about.
All right, sensational. Where does your artist name come from, and how many names did you go through in your music journey?
Went through a couple of names, doing a couple of names, but JONva is a combination of my middle name, which is of French descent, Jean, and then Va, which is part of, like I said, portion of my mom's maiden name. So put it together is JONva, and I thought it would be great to combine that. I'm a Haitian American, so I'm proud of my heritage, sac passe, naboule, so very proud of that. And like I said, I always want to represent it in a very, very positive and uplifting way. So JONva, anybody knows me, it brings my heritage into place. So it has some personal connection with that. Yes.
All right. Very, very interesting. Now, what type of genre describes you?
Genre, I never like to be boxed with labels. So consider me whatever the genre is of the day, of the month. It could be something, it could be R&B, it could be hip hop, it could be pop, rock, whatever it is, or whatever fills me for that moment. Or sometimes, lately I've been doing a lot of projects geared in terms of healing and holistic. I've been doing music for that. So a lot of people who know me, they definitely had a chance to kind of connect with me on that, and that I'm about raising positive vibes, vibrations. So I've been, blessed with an opportunity to kind of, collaborate on that. And it's been interesting. And if you ever get a chance, you guys can kind of check out some of my work, but very uplifting. Some people say celestial,
Ooh. Viewers, you heard it here first. Celestial.
People say celestial. So like I said, if that's what they're vibing with, then, hey,
You're
that's
right.
what
Right.
I'm just a messenger. Remember that. I'm just a messenger.
Just the messenger. You heard it here first.
Mhm.
Now, how did you get into your passion?
Well, again, like I said, I started at the age of 9 playing the saxophone, and my dad, which is your granddad,
Oh yeah.
loved the saxophone, and many of the musicians from Haiti who played the saxophone. And for such groups like Scherschler and Scott Shaw, and many more. One particular musician called Siko, if I'm pronouncing it correct, was a phenom, and my father was very inspired by that. So he wanted me to play the sax. I didn't really have a choice. So, and
Right.
that was like the beginnings. And I would just play, but I always knew that there was more to that because while I was learning my lessons, I was always trying to create my own music, which back then some people sort of kind of said it was no, no. But I always like to kind of test the waters. And for me, no in a positive way means really yes. And I would just kind of experiment and see what I could come up with. And then from that point on, I kind of really didn't give it much attention, kind of left it and picked it back up again in my teen years. And I had a wonderful opportunity to meet some wonderful people over at Palm Beach State College who were some amazing professors that I didn't know they were bigger than they are. They were stars in their own right, but kind of kept it low key. And they mentored me. One in particular, Alex Darkey, who was a mentor to, actually he was a protege of Herbie Hancock, was one of my mentors,
Wow.
and he was very influential in my life. I didn't know that he was also a bandmate of Jaco Pastorius, one of the amazing electric bass player of all time. Didn't know that until I just kind of started digging a little bit history on Google about my
Mm,
professor. But I'm very thankful for that because he showed me one how to be a professional, and he showed me that music is universal, and I'm very thankful for that. And I was able to bring a lot of his teachings, a lot of his guidance into how I approach music as a musician, as a songwriter, and as a producer as well.
perfect. Now, with relation to your journey into getting into music career wise, a lot of people uh, don't really see that sometimes you may not know where your path may take you, but you may end up at the destination. So, talk to us a little bit about how your destination has shifted throughout the years of your life,
Oh yeah,
getting you back to music.
I knew it was music and stuff like that, but I really didn't have a clear, definite pathway on how I was going to get there. I just know it's just getting there. So I've always followed my passion and always positioned myself in opportunities that resonated some good results in meeting with labels, in meeting in involving myself in projects that were products that were in line with what I was about. So, and it took time. I really wasn't trying to be the next big star. I mean, that's not my thing. You know me as your uncle. That's not my
Right.
thing. If you want to, if it blows up that way, then it's great. But that's not my passion. And my thing from the very beginning was just writing music to make people feel good emotionally. And it took me to some interesting places, meeting some very interesting people, of which I had an opportunity to do some production work with Mr. Ben E. King, who saw me in the
Wow.
studio writing and came up to me and said, "Can you write me a song?" I was just like, "Wow, this is amazing. It's amazing." Ran home and started writing that song.
Mm,
And as as a creative, when you have a passion and you're writing, there is no concept of time.
right.
So into the wee hours in the morning, came up with something amazing and was able to present that, and he liked it. So that's one of those songs that hopefully Mr. King has passed away, but I know they're working on some compilation projects, some greatest hits kind of stuff. So if it comes out, then I'm good. But I'm just thankful that I have had that opportunity to work with Mr. King. You know, and some people it's very historic. So I know how that process went. So I've always say to myself, just be a professional. Things will happen. You don't need to push it. Just go the course. If you go the course, eventually you get there.
Wise words from a wise man.
Mhm.
Now, we move on to the next section. As you know, Inspired by AQ always talks about motivation through life experiences. So first and foremost, what motivates you?
My motivation, my greatest motivation is my mom,
Oh yeah.
your grandma.
Yep.
I can't say anything, you know, mom is just the the epicenter of everything. I'm thankful that where I am today and the accomplishment and accolades, it's due to my mom's, her influence, her upbringing, how she was able to take, her learnings from when she was young, coming from, her family, a Haitian family, with strong values and implement that within her own children. So I'm very thankful for that because I'm able to kind of transcend that into my work and how I approach things. So that is my motivation, and it's still my motivation today and everything that I do. My mom, no one knows, used to be a master accordion player when she was.
Yeah. Master accordion player.
I think that's where I got some of the chops from. But it was great, So she's my biggest motivator, and the next is myself. Myself and knowing that connecting with the Almighty, is the best thing to do. Having that conversation, however anybody wants to call it, whatever you want to call it, but making that spiritual connection so you can dial up to the right place that you need to be.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
All right. Shout out to Members Corner. You check out our channel on YouTube for new videos. Now, this next question, a little lighten up the mood a little bit. Have there been any funny live performance stories?
Funny live performance stories. Let's see. I can remember back in college we were doing an ensemble, and it was like jazz night, combo night, and we were to perform in the recital hall. And when we got there was so many people there to support it. I thought it was going to be students.
Mm.
So now I was just like, okay, I'm in shock. You're not thinking of that.
Right,
We all get butterflies, but they're just like, okay, well,
right,
real people, not student little people, but
right.
real people who are coming to support you. So for me, it was really hilarious. But I was sweating like anything, man. I was sweating. Not because I was going to mess up, but just the fact that this was the first time that this has happened. Now, I played in front of folks when I was younger. I played about,
Mhm.
on the sax, about 500 people, doing recitals. It was no big deal. But when you're conscious of what's happening, that's a whole different thing. And we did pull it through, but it was just like, oh my gosh, this is real people. I mean, we have to be on cue. So it was a great learning experience, but it's kind of funny because we're like, oh no, let me run off the stage. It went well. It went well. It totally went well. So I'm very thankful for that.
All right. Now, next question. Has there been any time where you failed and then rose to success?
I think every day in life, it's not even challenge, but you have failures every day,
Mm-hmm.
and those failures that morphs into, I would say, success are lessons that we learn. Let it be on a personal level or a professional level. They're lessons, and always take note. My mom says you write things, write them down. Always take note
Right.
because then you know how you actually reacted to it and what the outcome was. You know, the mere fact you wake up every day,
Right.
it's a challenge, and you don't know what failures you're going to encounter,
Yeah.
but how you rebound from those.
Mm-hmm.
That's the key. The way you rebound from them. Mhm.
Mm-hmm. Wise words from a wise man. You heard it here. Now, do you have a favorite song by you out of everything you've ever created? Is there a favorite song, or do you cherish all of them?
I got to cherish all of them for the moment, you know, and I don't have one favorite song
Mm-hmm.
because, as I mentioned to you, when I'm getting these downloads,
Right.
it's it's what's the flavor at that moment. So I don't have a favorite song. I mean, they're
Okay.
all great songs.
Mhm.
But I can say I just sit back and I'm just happy that I'm able to create. So there is no, I give every them all the songs equal love. Just like your children, you got to give them equal
Right.
love.
Oh my
You're
gosh.
thinking about that one, right?
That is funny.
Yeah.
Now, being as a father and musician and having kids who are influenced by music, how do you inspire them to follow their dreams?
I inspire them by looking at me as a role model
Mm,
and how I walk through life.
mm,
I'm not perfect, but I try to do my best
mhm,
and show them the best version of myself.
mhm,
So, JONva, you can say in real time motion,
mm.
unedited.
Unedited.
And when they see that, they see the trials and tribulations of dad, JONva.
Mm,
And they're sometimes they can be shocked because it's like dad's not really dad. Dad is just somebody doing some really incredible things we
right.
didn't know.
Right.
I don't put things on blast because that's not
Mhm,
who I am.
right.
But I show them so they can learn from themselves. So when they get to that point in their careers and in their life, they know how to work with the situation. It's always about working and trying to find balance. And that's why I teach
Mhm,
them a lot. Trying to
mhm.
find balance in yourself. Try to find balance in the things that you do. Try to find balance in the universe.
Now it's funny you talk about balance because there is and there will be a video that will drop today that talks about how to fight the burnout, and we talk about balance. So it's funny you mentioned that. So you guys got an early sneak peek take.
Ah, there you go.
Ah, look at that. Great minds think alike. Now, since the COVID season hit, how has that affected you as a musician and content creator?
Well, since COVID hit, it kind of, for me, it wasn't really much of a change because I was always doing work remotely, even in some of
Mhm.
the projects that we worked together.
Yes.
So it was just more a continuation of where we left off.
Hmm.
But it did give me an opportunity to connect with a global community, which I never even thought it was even possible. I mean, it
Hmm.
totally blew me away.
Hmm.
Where I'm not saying friends, but families on different continents,
Hmm.
and we talk like every other day
Yeah.
through virtual devices and
Hmm.
whatnot. So that was something that was very interesting. How this all kind of morphed, within this whole COVID-19 period.
Hmm.
So I can say to you, it's just like wow. For me, it really was more of an uptick.
Hmm.
But I was looking for something more anyway because I
Oh,
was
right.
very
Right.
I was very eager to just keep this going. I'm one person that, like I said, I'm never still in one place. There's always things happening in forward motion. I don't watch TV because that stifles my creativity. I don't really listen much to radio. When I need to work on a project, I know when to dial into whatever I have to dial in for a project. But for the most part, it's all about the creative. I met, I studied with a person in my travels who was a master. He was a scholar, and he told me that he doesn't watch TV. I was like, "Whoa, you don't watch TV?" He said, "No, he reads books." And from that, he was also a healer as well. And I kind of took a page from his his book and incorporated it into my life.
Hmm.
And I realized that there was so much to learn, so much to gain from, that I took a journey of being a scholar myself. Yeah,
Mm.
so it works.
Now, if you guys did not know, in my college days, I did a senior project called The Life of the Afro Kid. And who did I contact? I contacted JONva to work on this project from remote places.
Yes. Tell them what remote place you were in.
I was in the dorm.
That's right, man.
Had the microphone in the dorm, recording my takes, sending them back and forth, listening to the mixes, doing them over again.
Mm.
Now, from your perspective, how did you feel react to when I had asked you to be a part of this, and how did that project affect you moving forward in your career even today?
Okay. When you asked me, I felt honored because I mean, you're my nephew, my godson,
Right.
and I was just like, you know what? I got to make sure that you represent.
Right.
You got to represent.
Right.
So we're gonna do this a certain way that we make sure it's done the right way,
Right.
and we worked it. And you challenged me because I always tell you to send me the texts, so ask me how the songs are doing, and I never thought that you were bothering me, harassing me, but that's what I wanted you to do. And you were great at doing that. The end results for anybody who hasn't heard that project, check it out. For a college student doing a capstone, it was totally, totally amazing, very impressive. This, you know, the genres that you touch, I grew up on R&B. You hit it on the button, and we were able to craft out your image, your brand, and I like it to this very day. Like I said, I listen to the songs. They still, they're on YouTube, whatever. You can listen to
Right.
it. These are songs that they're timeless,
Right.
and that's how I write. I write.
Mhm.
I don't write in time.
Right.
I write so that
Timeless.
timeless, and that's what it is. So that project was, and you helped me along the way learn something about myself that I could do this remotely.
Right.
At the time, it was something that was new to me, 'cause I've never done this before. Look where we are now.
Right.
I'm like, I got this.
You got this.
I got this. So I was at the forefront doing these things, and then now we're there, and then it's just amazing. It was almost like I would say prophetic in a
Right.
way
Right.
for me in terms of my development, because we always have to develop on
Right.
something. And it was great. I mean, it was a great learning experience, and by far, to me, that was a very good project. Anybody who hears it, I mean, you have audiences that from all different walks of life. I even looked at your analytics and see you got
Right.
folks from all over the world.
Right.
That was really, really good. And like I said, when we do things, I mean, me personally, I'm thinking we don't need to put things on blast.
No,
Let
we
the
don't.
thing work itself.
It works itself out. Right.
Like I said, I ain't looking for no billboard.
No,
I'm
no,
looking for the,
no.
I'm,
I'm looking
I'm
to
looking
make an
for,
impact.
right. I'm looking for heartboard, and
Right.
heartboard is connected
Heartboard.
to someone's heart.
Right. Exactly.
That's right.
Guys didn't know. We try to make it to the heartboard. Number
That's
one to the
right.
heartboard, not the billboard.
That's right. you know, they'll stay along with people and they'll remember
Right.
you.
Right.
Mhm.
Now, as a pianist, you have mastered it. You have done sensational things with it. What type of opportunities has that skill led you to?
That skill has, and I will say thank you to my professor, Alex Darkey. Also, I want to give a shout out to Robert Jones, who I studied with classical. He'd also played church organ, and Philippe Druvet, who is very good friends with the composer. Actually, he was there when they wrote Autumn Leaves. So these are my mentors. You know what
Mm,
I'm saying?
right.
So this skill has opened up so many opportunities, you know, and it's not just from weddings. Yeah, I played weddings. Actually, I played a wedding for an artist who was good friends with Whitney Houston, and who saw me in the studio playing and wanted me to play for his brother and stuff like that. So
Mm,
that was like pretty cool. I was playing some Heat Wave and Lionel Richie stuff, so that was really really good. And
mm,
then I went on to do things in for telethons, upstate New York, with the late John Mosley. He was all plugged in with Freddie Cole, which is Nat King Cole's brother, and stuff like that. They debuted me, and on their jazz station up there. So folks had an opportunity to get a taste of JONva and his piano playing. I played at venues, so it's brought me to a lot of different things, and most recently to Clubhouse.
all right.
When you haven't heard of Clubhouse, you can, I don't like to blast myself. Google it. You know what Clubhouse is all about. It's all over the world now.
Yes, you guys didn't know Clubhouse is a app that allows you to live stream, and other viewers can join and watch you as you do your talent or your joke, comedy, acting, all those things. So if you don't know what Clubhouse is, check it out. Simply search it up on your App Store, Google, Play Store. You can find it.
Well, and what I like about Clubhouse, and I like how you bought it, they there's different you have different people from all acts of the planet coming in there to talk about different platforms. So it was mainly for the industry, music industry people, but now it's grown to something exponentially. So we could be in Dubai,
Mm-hmm.
having meetings with folks in Dubai and
Mm-hmm.
networking. So it's more of a networking. It's a networking platform for everybody around the world, and everybody's interconnected. And with that, um, it is by invitation, but if you can get in, it's great because you're going to learn a lot. You can learn about anything. There's networking on every level. I had the opportunity to be invited to a networking group, and we just connected. And they asked me to play. They kind of heard about me, and
Heard about you.
again, I don't put on blast. Now everybody can find you on social media.
Find you.
Like, oh, we like this guy, and I'm part of a networking group, which is all about positivity and raising your vibrations. And I played a couple of tunes, and they just kind of connected. So I'm being asked again to play, and as I said, it's a platform that pretty much is connected globally.
Mm,
So I'm thank you for that. Good stuff.
good stuff.
And I just recently, I am a Dream Master mentor for another virtual app, which is called the Dream Away app, and it's for emerging talents around the world. And they come there and they download the app, and they kind of highlight their skills and their gifts and their talents. To me, it's like a virtual, I could say, a virtual voice, a virtual X Factor, a virtual American Idol. And it's
Mm.
interesting because it gives everybody around the world an opportunity to have their voices heard. Beautiful. So check it out. I'm one of the, again, the Dream Mentor Masters, along with some other colleagues from the recording and the film industry as well. And we're there doing it.
And to add on to that, I will include the link to Dream Away so that you guys can check it out, download, and be a part of it. You can do many different things. You can do music on there. You can do comedy. You can cook. It's all about showing off your talent
Yeah.
and getting recognized. I'm also a part of it too. So if you see me, be sure to give a like, comment.
Definitely, because we're looking for a lot more folks. I'm putting the word out there, and we got something really amazing. When I look to see the talent on there around the world, it's amazing. So, hey, take advantage because you might be the next big star.
Hmm. Now, with your newer projects coming, what type of songs will we be looking for?
My newer projects, they scale a range of different styles. So I'm really having fun doing the whole holistic thing. That's it's
Hmm.
very
Right.
nice because I'm exploring something new that I haven't done before, and I'm starting to cultivate an audience as well, which I never did. I did have one song, which is called "The Hands of Time," and that song went viral, and I think I had like over 2 million streams on there. Amazing song, very uplifting, uplifting song. And at this point on, I have another upcoming project of a compilation EP that'll be coming out very soon. We'll let you know that with some amazing talent from all across the world who, they're jumping on here to help me, and we're going to make a little noise.
Oh yeah.
So I'm so real excited about that. And, there's a lot of other things that are, in the pipeline, but for right now, we can kind of just share that. But
Right.
we can just
Sneak
share
peek. That's it.
that.
That's all you're getting, guys. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you can follow us on Instagram.
Yes.
I would say, Facebook, Instagram. You can follow us. AQ can throw my
Oh yes.
my link, and that's what, especially the Drooping Way app. Please, definitely follow
Yes.
because we're
Definitely.
we're
Definitely.
there's a lot of things happening, and I want everybody every creative out there to be able to have an opportunity to highlight yourself, because you never know. You might be that next one, that next actor, that next comedian, that next musician, the next big thing. So definitely jump on it, and let's see what you got.
Yes, don't be afraid. Don't hesitate. You never know
Mhm.
where it will take you. Now, tell us about Infinity Z8 Entertainment. What is that?
Yeah, that's my production company, and we have some amazing things that we're doing. We have a team of writers and musicians and producers coming together to work collectively on projects. You know, they say it takes a village to help in the growth of a child. Same way too when it comes to music, it takes a village, and I kind of brought that concept, with the team, and we work that way. I'm about spreading all that is good. So for me, it's not about hoarding things. I mean, that doesn't exist in my DNA. Is to kind of spread everything, that all the good that we're doing, and that everybody can profit and benefit from. And like I said, we're doing some very interesting things. So again, be on the lookout. We did drop an EP about, I think, about 6 7 months ago, which was Freedom. Freedom went on to do some amazing things. So you can check out Freedom with the artist June Allison. Pull her up, and give a couple of likes and follow it. Very good stuff. So,
Yes, I thoroughly agree with that statement. Go check out Freedom
yeah.
by
And
June Allison.
and I think I did pitch. I got pitched for some kind of like independent movie thing, and I couldn't.
Oh,
I
wow.
dropped something to them, but like I said, we'll see what happens. I got so many different projects
Oh,
coming along.
goodness. All right. Independent movie. Watch out, Netflix.
You know how it is, right?
All right.
Yeah.
Now, amongst all these questions, where do you hope to be in the next 5 years? It sounds like an interview, right? Because it is an interview. Oh.
Oh, oh. Well, you know
Yes.
what? The next 5 years, I look to be in a place where, you know, I can help people around the world, you know, be in a better place. If it's with my music, if it's with what the music produces for me, I want to be able to help and inspire people because
Hmm.
we're in a place that we all need to heal.
All right.
So that's it. So today, it's in infancy 8. It could be something else tomorrow. And I do, I have podcast projects also lined up. I have other projects. Folks are interested in working with me in terms of humanitarian. They recognize, there's something that I'm doing that kind of resonates with what they're doing. So they want to see how we can kind of partner together on these type of things. But it's more, and so is being an advocate to kind of heal everybody, you
Hmm.
know, and
All
bring
right.
us together,
All right.
like
Exactly.
Bob Marley said, one love, you
One
know.
love.
But me, it's we heal together, and that's that's
Yes.
that's that's the focus.
All righty. Now, I always try to, go through all these questions as it is. This is a family connection episode and also an artist to watch episode because you are an artist to watch. But out of all of the hats you've had to carry, what has been your favorite hat to wear in your career?
It's fedora.
Fedora? All right. Fedora. What does the fedora signify for you?
you know, fedora it signifies intrigue, mastery, and excellence.
All right.
My grandfather, who, of course, I'd never met my dad's and my mom's. I used to look at old pictures and they used to wear fedoras.
That is true. He did.
And I just was like, I got to get me a fedora because I thought
Right.
that was so cool. And to me, it resonated a lot, you know.
Hmm.
And I'm
Right.
a fedora type of. When I put that fedora on, like I said, we're locked down. We're there.
Definitely. Now, is there any merch that we're going to be expecting soon from you?
I got something in the works, but I'm kind of working out with the company. I have a couple
Okay. All
on
right.
another project, and you and I talked about it, a project.
Yes.
So
Yes.
we got to kind of work out the logistics on that before we
Oh
come
yeah.
out with merch.
Right.
But once we kind of get things worked out, the logistics, then we'll be rolling out with the merch. But again, like I said, continue to follow us, on
Yes.
Instagram, and things will kind of morph as we continue
As they do.
to move forward on this wave.
All right. Well, that is all the questions that we have. But I would ask you, could you give us a performance
Okay, that's good. That's
on
good.
this
Let's see.
episode of Talks with AQ? Bless us with your greatness.
Let's see. All right. Let's see. I think I'm going to do it on the guitar today.
All right.
This was a guitar that belonged to my dad, and when he passed away, you know, I kind of my mom gave me this instrument, and I said, you know what, I I never knew how to play the guitar, but my work was going to be to learn how to play the guitar, and things just came together, and I'm so happy about it.
All right.
Thank
Bravo. World premiere. You heard it here first from the great and amazing JONva. I thank you for coming on today and taking the time out of your day to be interviewed for Talks with AQ.
Thank you. Thank you. For anybody who doesn't know, AQ is an amazing, 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 amazing individual. Follow him on all his platforms. Very inspiring. I've never met a person who shines so many ways. And guess what? If you capture a little sprinkle of that shine, it'll make a difference in your day too.
Mm, you heard it here first. And we are out.
Peace out. Thank you.